if we take a look at your run order, what's next, Bish?
We have some viewer mail. Or Pat, you are going to read some mean tweets or comments.
Please set me off.
The Ken Patera shoot interview comments.
Yeah, get into it to the people at home that don't know what with the context of what we're talking about, please.
All right. Well, we uploaded a video of our shoot interview with Ken Patera over WrestleCon weekend. And it's got quite a good views. I said we've had over 2,200 views on it. And with, of course, views come comments. And with comments come some really mean comments. So some of them are directed towards, well, they're all directed towards Condon. So I figured Condon should read some of these out and address these hooligans on air.
Well, see now, Aaron, I don't really have a problem with people coming and taking a shot at me. It just means that somebody's doing something right around here, I guess. If we go to the Ken Patera shoot, which I believe is what? It's got to be one of our more popular
it is one of the more popular videos.
And it's an evergreen, Aaron, and this is what I've said to you. It's an evergreen podcast shoot. People are going to be finding this. This may be the definitive, God willing not, could be the last shoot interview that Ken ever does. But he had a great time. And we bonded because at WrestleCon was my first experience being around wrestling fans. Before then, it was only you, and I thought you were a special case. Come to find out that WrestleCon is filled with bishops, and I could God take forbid. One. What's that?
It's a God forbid, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could take one Bish. I'll happily take a Bish. But
more than once,
thousands of Bishes, and Bish is at the top tier of these things too. I know that Bish was showering, but anyway, so I came out of it with a bit of a chip on my shoulder about the people here, and it caused me and Mr. Patera to bond. However, some people didn't agree with this, so. We got David Marquez. This was unbearable. The interviewer was putting down the convention goers when he's the biggest mark there, talking down to the working women like he's some bastion of honorable career. The dude sits at conventions looking like he came off a Warcraft binge, asking stupid questions, and he has the nerve to talk about hard-working women trying to get their shit in. Well, I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to say to that. Everything that the guy says is pretty true. I don't know that I ever presented myself as being the bastion of an honorable career.
That didn't come across at all, in my opinion.
I'm not sure that I mentioned it. Now, I don't know how I came across like I do brag about my career off camera in almost any other circumstances, but I didn't say it in this, so I guess very intuitive of David. And then sits at conventions looking like he came off a Warcraft binge. I'm aware of Warcraft. That's a pretty good insult, I'll say, but not accurate, but pretty good. Asking stupid questions, fair. And now has the nerve to talk about hardworking women trying to get their shit in. What is he talking about? Do you know what David is talking about?
I think just talking about the scantily clad ladies going around. I have no idea, honestly.
I thought I cut out most of the more controversial things, but I don't know. We're trying to get their shit in. I don't know what that's about. I'm not really sure. I don't know where that turn of phrase comes from. I don't think I had an issue with women trying to get their shit in, like trying to get their shit in a match. I think what I was saying was that women there are taking the marks for for everything they're worth,
Yeah.
which is true. So
Yeah.
they ain't getting $1 out of me. They ain't getting $1 out of me. You remember that guy that I interviewed that was there with his whole family, and all he had was pictures signed by like one woman I knew the name of.
Right? Yeah, they're all just like these independent women wrestlers. And his wife I'm just there in the background, Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, they didn't get $1 out of me. Although I would have liked to have missed Trish Stratus in almost any other circumstance.
Trish was awesome.
And then we got another one here. That's from Felipe. Everything was cool until they started talking about politics, both being pro-Trump. Trump called fallen soldiers suckers and losers, and you support that disgrace of a man? Taking this channel off my radar.
Boo. Boo, Felipe, boo.
So Aaron, you initially replied to this guy, and I wrote you up and I said, you're acting like a bit of a mark responding to this guy. It doesn't matter. But your approach was, how can we be pro-Trump when we're Canadian, right?
Right, exactly. We're Canadian, bud. Yeah. We're Canadian.
Well, I mean, I can't vote for him. I would vote for Trump in this upcoming election had I been given the opportunity,
Yeah, what do you want to clap?
And so, yeah, I mean, this is the thing that, and I liked all these, and I think I had some of them posted as top comment for a bit. And then beyond that, these other guys, like, they're pretty much, like, with this one guy, this is the one that bothered me the most, actually, out of all of them, because he didn't have a name, and there's no picture, and he says, Old Fat Guys Club used to be muscular, and I assume he's talking about Ken Patera, because I never used to be muscular.
Yeah, but boo that guy.
He's 80 years old. Let the guy have some food. Like, let him have a couple of beers.
Had back surgery, He's 80 years old. Fucking, he did more shit in his life than you'll ever do in your life. First man to bench press 500 pounds. You give the 80-year-old man a fucking break. Fuck you, user, what the fuck your name is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, we don't even have, but we did have this guy, Portman 1986, who not only has his picture there and what we assume is his last name, but his damn year of birth. And he says, easy psychological read, which I agree with, because obviously this guy is fat, probably now. I wish I had this Scott Steiner. He's fat. Yeah, I mean, how can you go after Ken Patera? Oh, I see another one here that I didn't see before. This guy giving the interview saying other fans are idiots.
Yeah. I think
I prefer to talk about
going over people's head a little bit. We are the marks. Yes,
this is all real. That's me out there. Do you think that's a character? That is G. Patrick Condon connecting with a legendary wrestler and notorious interviewer. I've seen this guy, Ken Patera, go out, take issue with everybody because they don't know what the difference is between a clean jerk and a whatever in his thing. The man shook my hand. He gave me the wrestler's handshake, which is, do you know what the wrestler's handshake is, Aaron?
I don't actually. What is that?
It's wrestlers shake each other's hands like wet noodles. They're bad handshakes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they do it to show that they are safe workers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if you've ever noticed that.
Tidbit. No.
Yeah. So that's why, and I met him there. I knew it. I knew it was coming. Safe one. So you kind of, you do a gentle handshake. You don't go in and try and prove you're a tough guy.
Right.
So he gave me, he gave me the worker's handshake. I didn't upset him. We connected. And
there you go.
And I hope that Ken does the audio version of his book.
Yeah,
that's what I hope comes out of that. And what I would like to concentrate on before we move out of this god awful segment is
there's one more where he calls you a fart in the wind, doesn't he? There's one more there I want you to get into too. There's a doozy.
Where on this?
Yeah. There is a doozy. He says you're swirling around like a fart in the wind or something like that.
I don't see it, Aaron. Where is it? Is this something that you posted?
No, I didn't post it. I'll find it.
No.
I'll find it.
Where is it?
I'll find it.
Anyways, this guy says, all right, dead air. Anyways,
Yeah.
I like to look at Soit's Nightmare that says, great intro. And it was a great intro.
Got it. Frizzy Red, 12.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
BWF broadcast. Tune it in. Keep it on your dial, wherever you are.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank you, sir.